1, 2, 3, 4. Mike and John got it going on. Mike and John got it going on.
Happy Plump Tuesday. See
Really?
what I did there?
Plump Tuesday.
Yeah, well, it's, they call it Fat Tuesday.
Are you
but I don't know if that's PC.
Are you trying to be
or-
PC there?
I don't know, but it's Fat Tuesday. At the gym, we call it Fit Tuesday. It's Mike Marino and John King.
Now, the gym that you work at, I know they don't have pizza.
No.
They don't, because some gyms,
Yeah, they have pizza
I'm like
days
wondering if today they're going to have a box of,
Yeah. Here, have 6 Paczkis and don't have a heart attack while you're on the treadmill.
So,
But, Fat Tuesday, of course, day before Lent. This is where you get it all out before you have to give it all up.
right.
So, we should do some investigative reporting.
All right.
Much like we did last year. Remember
yeah.
last year for Fat Tuesday, we called the Pinckney Bakery, I think it was.
Correct.
I wonder if they'll remember us if we call them that.
Oh, they've been waiting a year for this call.
They've probably been sitting there by the
you
phone.
can imagine.
When are Mike and John going to call?
You can imagine their anticipation.
I can really imagine that.
Imagine it, because that might be the only way it's true.
Coming up today, we've got JD's Throwback Trivia. We'll get to our 2-cent history lesson, and we'll see if we got an answer, a correct answer, in last night's Monday Night Trivia, brought to you by OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors. We'll get to that in just a little bit, but first, a look at local news. We'll see what's happening here and around Livingston County, brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers.
All right, here's what's going on. As expected, the Brighton area schools' pack of dogs made themselves available to Michigan State University students and staff Monday to assist as they return to classes following last week's mass shooting event. Former Brighton area schools assistant superintendent for business and finance, Maria Gistinger, has been one of the program's strongest supporters and posted on the group's page pictures from the event showing the dogs sitting and laying with students and others as they pet them in a relaxed atmosphere. A lone gunman opened fire on the evening of February 13th at the academic building and the student union, killing 3 students and critically injuring 5 others, including a 2020 Heartland High School graduate. On Monday, officials at Sparrow Hospital in Lansing said one of the wounded students was in fair condition, 2 were in serious but stable condition, 2, however, remained in critical condition. The names of the wounded have not been officially released, although family members have identified 2, John Howe, an international student who's paralyzed from the chest down, and Guadalupe Hupela Perez, a business student who's expected to be hospitalized for several months. The identity of the Heartland alumnus has not been disclosed. You can see pictures of the Brighton area schools' pack of dogs at MSU yesterday on our website, mikeandjohnpodcast.com. The newly elected chair of Michigan's 7th District Republican Committee is also the operator of record of a political action committee working to convince legislators to water down a planned expansion of the state's civil rights law. A flyer was spotted at Saturday's Michigan Republican Party convention in Lansing, urging precinct delegates to contact lawmakers about Senate Bill 4 that seeks to expand the Elliott-Larsen Civil Rights Act to include sexual orientation and gender identity. The flyer, paid for by the Run Michigan Right Fund, states that if passed as currently written, quote, it will end religious liberties for Michigan's business, religious, and educational institutions. They'll be forced to close rather than face the massive lawsuits from Michigan and out-of-state special interests, end quote. According to records with the state of Michigan, the Run Michigan Right Fund is operated by Dan Wolahan, the 3-time former chair of the Livingston County Republican Party, who recently won the race to run the committee representing Republicans in the 7th Congressional District. Wolahan is listed as both the treasurer and designated record keeper for the fund, which lists a Brighton post office box. The Michigan Campaign Finance Network says the fund was launched by Senator Jim Runstad, a Republican of White Lake. The flyer says Senator Runstad has offered an amendment which will be voted on before Senate Bill 4 is put up for passage. Similar efforts to include so-called religious exemptions have been rejected by majority Democrats as using vaguely worded language to allow a large portion of people to be exempt from the act so they could then discriminate based on sexual orientation and gender identity. And applications are again being accepted for a scholarship program created to honor a longtime businessman and lover of Brighton area history. For the 4th year, the Brighton Area Historical Society is offering the Larry Lawrence Memorial Scholarship for a student going into a trade school. The student must be graduating from a Brighton area school in the last 5 years and going to a vocational skilled trade school. This year, the scholarship will be $2,000. Lawrence, a 1964 graduate of Brighton High School, served in Vietnam before returning home and entering the automotive industry, eventually opening his own business, Lawrence Auto Body, in 1977. Lawrence proudly served as director and director emeritus of the Brighton Area Historical Society until his passing in 2019. A website's been created with further details and a brief application. Those must be submitted no later than April 30th. You'll find the link to that website at mikeandjohnpodcast.com. And that's what's going on.
And news brought to you by Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. It happens 1 week from today. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers buying event. They're buying gold, silver, diamonds, and more. And by and more, that could be, it doesn't have to be a piece of jewelry.
Oh.
It could be a piece of silverware. I mean, real silver.
Right.
Not the stuff that we use.
You have
Not
silverware
plasticware.
that is made of silver, just
That's what I'm talking
not in our homes.
So they are having a buying event, and that's going on next Tuesday, the 28th, through the 2nd of March. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday next week. And if you bring your items in and take it on trade, you get a 20% bonus.
Really?
Yeah, so you can check that out at Cooper and Binkley Jewelers. Mark and Barb Binkley, priding themselves on offering something special for everyone. You need a special custom designed piece of jewelry. They can take care of you if you're looking for the latest designs from Simon G. or Zagani. Cooper and Binkley Jewelers in downtown Brighton. Stop by and see them today. Again, that buying event, the state buying event going on February 28th through March 2nd. Our sponsor of the show, Jordan Genso, official Giggle Realtor. I want to thank Jordan for stepping up and being another major sponsor here on Mike and John Got It Going On.
Are we doing the Jord bit right now?
Not yet.
Oh, no.
Hang on to the Jord bit.
Oh, okay.
We'll get to the Jord bit.
Okay.
If
you have a Jord bit that you'd like to add, you can call us on the Giggle line.
We have a Giggle line.
Yeah, 517-525-9052. Be nice.
That's the number to call.
All right, now you mentioned it as plump.
No, it's Fat Tuesday.
Okay,
some people don't. I'm trying to think, because when you say something's fat, people get a bad.
Right. Well,
they get a bad taste in their mouth, and some people get a good taste in their mouth when it comes to a Paczki.
Well,
so
we do want that. I want.
Do we want to see if we can get a hold of the Paczki people before?
Yeah, I thought
that'd
that'd be a good idea. Right. And so this is the Pinckney Bakery that we're specifically talking about. We're going to try and
give them, get a hold of them. We talked to them last year.
That's the hope and the plan.
And I don't know if they were ready for us last year. We'll see if...
The mailbox is full, and there is not enough space.
What?
Wow, that's how fat.
Let me try this again.
It's so fat, it's full.
Maybe I got the wrong...
maybe after last year's call, it just disconnected.
Maybe they blocked us.
Like, oh, God, we don't want to talk to those guys. All right.
Wonder what flavors they have this year.
Hello, Pinckney Bakery.
Hey, Pinckney Bakery. It's Mike and John. How you doing?
Doing well. How are you guys?
Good. We're calling from the podcast. We thought we'd check in again this year to see how things are going for Fat Tuesday.
Pretty busy day, we're guessing?
Yes, it is slammed.
Yeah, so the last thing you need to do is talk to two idiots on the phone, but here you are.
Oh, no, you're fine.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name's Tiffany.
Tiffany, yeah, I think we talked to you last year, Tiffany, if I remember right.
I think so.
All right.
Yeah.
Now, you guys opened at, 5:30 this morning, and were people lined up outside the door before you got there, or what?
Yes.
Yeah?
Our first customer actually arrived at 3 a.m.
Really? Did they camp out?
Yep, so we opened the door and let him in, and...
At 3 a.m.? At 3 a.m.?
Oh.
Really?
Well, yeah, you're not going to be not hospitable. You're obviously going to, somebody shows up at 3 a.m. That's enthusiasm that you want to encourage.
It really is.
So what's the big flavor, like the most popular flavor that people want?
Definitely custard. Custard and then raspberry.
All right.
Custard and then raspberry.
And then raspberry.
What's on the bottom end that you think you may have a leftover of?
Prune.
I was going to say, do you bother with the prune ones?
But people like prune.
We usually do, but we actually weren't able to get it in this year. So
no prune.
Yeah, we have a handful of diehard prune fans.
Okay.
Oh, they got to get the fiber. Doesn't the prune kind of help move it along?
Was that the one there at 3?
Especially if you have like one of the custard, and then you need to help move it along, you go to the prune.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, it all works out.
So now, people that are coming to the Pinckney Bakery today to pick up their punchkis, I mean, these are authentic punchkis. You guys are making them homemade, ready to go.
Oh yes, yeah. We started on Sunday. We actually sold them yesterday and also today. We're up to about 500 or 600 dozen.
Wow.
500 or 600 dozen?
Yeah.
I got to do
Yeah.
That's a lot of punchkis.
That's a lot of punchkis.
So how long does it take to make a batch?
One batch makes about 35 dozen. It usually takes about 3 hours.
Wow. So did you have to bring in extra staff for this?
There's just 4 of us.
Just 4 of us, and you guys are just
Yep.
cranking them out. So what's the biggest order you've had?
We actually supply Hamburg Bakery with hers. She 140 dozen, and I think just for our store, our biggest order was about 7 dozen.
So wait a minute. You said you supply the Hamburg Bakery with their punchkis?
Yeah, we
Now,
sure
wait a
do.
minute. Are they not a bakery as well?
They are. They're separately owned, but we actually make all of their products.
This is the cooperation.
I don't know. That's kind of bakery fraud, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. I think this shows the goodwill among
see.
bakers
Yeah.
in the Pinckney area.
Is there like a baker's club?
No, it's our only wholesale account that we do.
Right. No, you guys are. That's how well regarded the Pinckney Bakery is when it comes to making these. And then how late will you be? I mean, you're just going to sell them as long as you got them, right?
We're going to sell them. We're still making them. We're going to try to have them. We close at 3 today, so we're going to do our best to have them up until we close.
All right, so people need to get there by 3.
Is there like a cutoff time
Yeah.
where you say you got to get your order in by 2 because we're done?
Nope, we're still taking orders.
Oh, really? Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey,
Well,
does anybody order the punchki by Uber or Uber Eats or any of that kind of food delivery service or?
I bet they would, but we actually don't offer that.
You don't have that. Okay, so you got to come to the bakery to get your punchki.
Yeah.
I mean, look, it may be Fat Tuesday, but it's not Fat and Lazy Tuesday. You got to get up and go to the. That's the least you can do is go to the
That's
bakery.
right.
Earn your
That's
punchki.
right.
So let me ask you this just out of curiosity, because I understand you're helping out Hamburg Bakery and you supply them, and that's great. Do they have like little stickers that go on the box that say "Made by the Pinckney Bakery"? Like when you buy something that's
honestly
made
have
elsewhere.
no idea.
No? Okay, so they may be taking credit for your work.
That's okay.
Okay,
We
I'm a
love
troublemaker, aren't I?
No. Most everybody knows that anyway, because we're only I would say maybe 7
Yeah, I
miles,
was gonna
maybe
say
10
not that
miles
far.
away from each other.
They're
so.
still warm by the time they get there.
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, of course, yeah. You have to.
All right, so we know that custard is the most popular. There's no prune because the prunes didn't make it. What else do you got? What other
We
flavors?
have, let's see.
Yeah, run down the flavors.
Raspberry, lemon, strawberry, blueberry,
Okay.
cream, and custard.
All right. Do you get any requests for any special made fillings?
Like half cream, half blueberry,
Or like peanut butter and jelly or anything like that?
No, we don't do anything custom like that.
Okay,
Just because we're
custom.
so crazy. We don't really have we try to keep it basic.
You know what would be really good inside one of those? This will be for next year, Tiffany. Maybe like a cookies and cream mix.
That would be delicious.
Maybe like an Oreo crushed up in the center with some
Maybe
cream.
you could work with the local Girl Scout troops and fill them with Girl Scout cookies.
Oh,
Crush them up in a bag, then you stuff them in that donut.
that's punchki crack, man.
All right, just something
I'll
to
have
think
you
about.
guys come in next year, and you can have your own station.
Oh,
and
wow.
All right.
The Mike
Make
and
all
John
the
station.
different flavors that you guys want.
All right.
That
It's a
would be
date.
fun, wouldn't it? Create your own punchki station. The punchki bar.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, there we go.
All right, I like it. Well, Tiffany, once again this year, we appreciate you joining us, and good luck with Fat Tuesday, and keep selling those punchkis today.
Oh, thank you so much for calling, guys.
Have a great day.
Have a great day.
All right, bye-bye.
You too. Bye-bye.
A lot of fun. Tiffany, I remember last year, I think she was the one we
Yeah.
talked to.
Well, she even admitted.
She admitted to that.
I was like, oh, yeah, you guys again.
And she answered.
No, but it sounded very busy, and now I want a punchki.
Well, how about if we take care of 2 cent history, or the trivia from last night?
Okay, we'll do that
Then
first.
we'll get to cousin Jeff,
that
and
would
then later
seem,
on you can get a punchki on your own. All right, Monday Night Trivia. Brought to you by OG sponsor Firehouse Doors, serving Livingston County for over 25 years with unparalleled service and products.
By the way, Firehouse Doors dropped off. And you can't
we
see.
have
Let
to
me,
say-
hold on, we don't have the camera up here. Okay, let me just... by the way...
This is when he talks out of the side of his mouth.
It's just between
Don't tell anybody.
Just between you and me.
You, me, and whoever's watching.
Firehouse Doors dropped off a bunch of gift cards yesterday to area eateries.
Oh.
For us to
we get to
sprinkle. No, not for us.
Oh, I thought we were...
No.
Oh,
It's for
okay.
us to sprinkle into trivia.
Oh,
Yeah.
sprinkle trivia.
Yeah. so
All right.
be paying attention in the coming days and weeks. We'll be sprinkling in little gift cards.
Sprinkling. When you say sprinkle, do you really have to?
I don't.
Ooh, it's like you're a magician. What's a sprinkle in?
So just letting you know.
But not today.
No, not today.
Not today,
Not
John.
today.
All right, here's the question. Studies found on an average weekend, just about 10% of us will do this in our vehicle.
Hey now.
What is it? Hey now. 10%.
Sorry.
Yeah. Do kids even do that in their vehicle anymore?
No.
Heck no.
No.
Ray Lynn said, brush your hair. Richard said, lock their keys in the car. I bet it's more than 10%.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's just a weekend thing.
No, is it how is it worded? Is it ever or
On an average weekend.
on an average weekend? Okay,
Just
got
about 10% of us will do this in our vehicle. All right. And we want to know what it is. It's drink a beer, said Sally Johnson.
it. Well,
Sally, we got our eye on you.
yes. Well, it's parked, and of course you have a ride somewhere naturally.
Susan said, or Suzanne said, turn up the radio.
No.
Ann said, eat a donut.
No, turn up the
only on the
podcast.
weekend.
Turn up the podcast.
Turn up the podcast.
Greg
I
said,
contacted
yeah.
Autograph, by the way, and they are going to do an updated version of that song, and it'll be called Turn Up the Podcast.
Turn up the podcast. I like it.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get on that. Greg said, take the scenic route.
Yeah, on the weekend, go for
Yeah.
that weekend drive.
You know.
Greg's the guy who was behind this weekend, and thanks for going so slow, Greg. Make a private call, said Christine.
And sort of in the theme of today, said, eat a donut.
Yeah. Only on the weekend. Take a road trip, said Beverly. Sing loudly, said Beth.
Christine said, make a private call. You know,
Hey there.
a private one.
Where you talk
Where you talk like this.
Well, sometimes you need to get away from people and say, okay,
Right.
the car is the private place.
That's true. You turn your car
Sure.
into like a phone booth.
Looks a little weird. You're in your garage sitting in your car making that phone call. That's not suspicious at all. Or as the kids say, sus.
Do
That's
they?
what the kids say.
Oh, do the
that's
kids say
kinda
that?
sus.
If
Yeah.
you're a kid, call us and tell us if you say that.
Tanya said floss. Flossing in the car.
You know, I believe it because I see the little floss picks on the ground at like the weirdest places, like at supermarkets,
at
and
a
you're like,
parking lot,
why is this? First of all, hey pig, why are you throwing your stuff on the ground? I mean, but then I go, why are you flossing? What are you doing? We're trying to have a
You know,
civilization
I
here.
can floss and drive at the same time, but I don't need to throw my floss stick into that.
But that's what I'm saying. If you're going to do that, fine, but contain that, huh?
And why are you only flossing on the weekends?
Well, it's the weekend, time to floss.
Yes, there you go.
And we
You know,
don't mean
I am
that.
surprised.
We
didn't
don't mean
even-
that dance. This is me
Scott's-
flossing. By the way.
Oh, no. Act like we're working on it so we don't have to do the honey-do list, said Scott.
yeah,
like
yeah,
he's
yeah.
working on the car.
Scott, shh, you're giving it away.
No, let's take the average American guy now.
Okay.
You pop open the hood and you look and you go,
I don't know.
I don't know where.
Where is even the-
There's the battery.
I think is this the only thing that is still that I can still identify is the wiper fluid.
Wiper
That's
fluid.
the only one I can probably still identify. If I spend an hour or two, I might find the dipstick.
Yeah, you might.
You know,
You might.
You might, Rabbit. Hey?
Karen said empty the trash. You know, the trash in your car.
Right.
Oh, it's the weekend. Should start off
Yes.
fresh.
It's around my knees. I guess I should empty the car out.
Charlie said having full-on conversations with ourselves out loud.
Oh, yeah.
Like asking and answering our own questions.
Well-
so you're talking to yourself
Right.
in your car by yourself.
And that's when you have these should have said conversations, like after an incident, like you're coming home from work or whatever, and the boss like really, and you're like, well, what I would have said was you're a jerk.
Yeah.
Right.
Mary said go through the car wash. Ian said think about work while you're in your car.
I don't see
weekend?
anyone had the correct answer.
No, we did not. And I'm surprised because it is a popular activity
Oh, very popular.
that we do a lot of.
And I could see
I'm
why
not,
it would
I'm not
be.
one that does it, but
I'm guilty.
yeah.
Not as much as others, but I certainly do my share of
Yes,
it.
John.
Yeah. And I've even figured out how to do it.
You get it right so you don't have your nostril hairs. Yeah, it's take a selfie. That was our answer.
Here,
So congratulations to you.
Let me.
But we're not in the car.
I know, but let me.
We're gonna.
Oh wait,
you got
see.
to turn around.
Okay, this is
Now
always.
take
I
a
always
picture
do
of
this.
what's
I always
on
do
the
this,
road.
and then I got to flip the. I'm like, oh yeah, I got to flip it around.
There we
All
are.
So this is our.
Our selfie.
Okay, there you go. Susan was even in there too.
How about that? She didn't even know it. So the answer was take a selfie.
Yeah.
So 10% of people say they do this on the weekends in their car. Take a selfie.
You know
it's
how
like,
they
I'm
are.
cool. Got my driving gloves on. No, I don't. So is that kind of sus too when you see somebody with driving gloves on and they don't have a cool car? So, all right, trivia brought to you by our OG sponsor, Firehouse Doors. And as John said, in the near future, probably sometime this week, we will give you a chance to win a gift card to a local eatery.
Yes.
Courtesy of Firehouse Doors.
Absolutely.
All right. Jeff, JD,
JD.
giving us our weekly quiz on JD's
It is-
Throwback Trivia.
Yeah, it is quiz time.
It is quiz time, and he's probably mad that we haven't gotten a hold of him yet.
When we were talking about
we're
donuts,
busy.
we were.
You know, it's a busy day.
It is a busy day.
All right.
We weren't. We didn't want sloppy seconds on donuts. We wanted to get there first.
You got to get the fresh stuff. None of those day olds. Get your Jord bit ready too. Your
Oh,
Jord
yeah,
bit.
okay.
It's a random one.
Right.
Hey, Mike and John.
Yes,
What's
good
going
morning.
on?
Yeah, happy Fat Tuesday, Jeff.
Oh, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, so our quiz is not about Fat Tuesday, then I'm guessing.
It is not about
Okay,
Fat
that's fine.
Tuesday.
No, that's fine. Just.
You sound like you're whispering. Is
Yeah,
somebody
right.
sleeping nearby? Or
Well, we are watching the grandson this week. He is not up yet, but
okay.
yeah. That is not why I'm trying to be quiet.
Oh,
I'm trying
okay.
not to shout.
Oh,
I'm not trying not to project too early.
Okay.
Oh
in the
yeah,
morning.
All right.
yeah.
well, let me ask you this, because I don't have any grandkids that I know of yet.
Okay, really?
So, how many do you have?
Just one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
just
Well,
one. And
How old is the grandchild?
Jet just turned 2 in December.
Oh, okay. Exciting.
And
so, how did
and
you
I
feel
am
becoming a grandfather?
well, I didn't feel old, if that's what you
Not
get
at all.
See, that's the thing when you hear that term, grandpa or grandfather.
Do you have a
Granddaddy.
special name?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm Pa.
Oh, just Pa.
Pa.
See?
Pa.
That's
Boy, you're like from Ponderosa. Let's go see Pa.
or from Little House in the Prairie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I am telling you, grandkids are so much better than your own children.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
Of course.
it is. It is unbelievably fun.
Because
Spoil them and send them away. right?
Exactly.
No, that is not it. But they're just, I think as a parent, you are just so in the moment of lunches, school, did your homework, all that stuff. But when you're a grandparent, you just soak it all in.
Yeah.
That part's not your problem.
That's right. Point and laugh at your kids.
That's right.
Good luck with that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And when they randomly mention something that their kid has done that frustrates them, and you just sort of chuckle to yourself. That's a shame.
That's really too bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Oh,
Never
yeah.
heard of that.
Especially the meltdown when you cut the bread the wrong way.
Oh yeah. Don't cut the bread the wrong way. What are you doing?
You know, Jeff, they do sell it already sliced. Oh, you're cutting a sandwich if it's diagonal or
Right. But for a 2-year-old, they've got a very particular way of the world, and they're
slice the
you're
crust off.
cutting it wrong.
And there's no way anybody's mother might have had that same kind of drama.
Oh, no, not at all.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So what's our topic today?
Before I get to our topic for today, I did want to say thank you to both of you guys. You had Jack DeWitt on yesterday.
Yes.
And I'm telling you, what a great kid. He got dealt a bunch of lemons, and he is doing the best to make some lemonade out of it. And it was parents from Scouts and from golfing, and Jack's a good kid.
Yeah, he is. No, we were glad to have him on and support the fundraiser that's coming up March 17th at the 242 Community Church. So, and if people want details on that, they can go to our Facebook page, and they will find them there.
So thank you for doing it.
Yeah, of course.
That was great. All right, I am hearkening back to one of my favorite shows, which is Hogan's Heroes.
Oh, yeah, classic.
So, the longest broadcast run for a television series inspired by World War II.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to make a sitcom about World War II, but they did it.
And how many series were there about World War II?
Well, there were quite a few. They just weren't sitcoms.
Yeah.
Like the Rat Patrol.
I didn't ever watch Rat Patrol.
You never watched
so
Rat Patrol?
I didn't watch Rat Patrol.
Okay.
I didn't like rodents.
Well, I just assumed Mike during his collegiate year there at Central Michigan before he went to the dining hall watched Hogan's Heroes.
Might have.
That he can remember.
Well, I don't know if you guys ever noticed, Hogan's Heroes always takes place in the winter.
Yeah.
I guess it did.
It was always winter.
It always was cold. Or okay.
Yeah, because they always had their winter gear on.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, it was done so they could prevent any problems with continuity and allow the episodes to be shown out of order. Just make it all winter.
Interesting. Interesting plan, I guess. All right, sure.
Didn't think of that.
All right. And as an employee of Volkswagen, I do have to tone down my Sergeant Schultz references.
Okay.
It's not cool at work.
But Colonel Klink.
I've dealt with a few Colonel Clinks.
And don't forget General Burkhalter.
Was it Burkhalter?
Burkhalter.
Burkhalter.
Yeah. All right.
Think.
All right.
You idiot.
All right.
So loosely based on the Stalag 13,
Yeah.
where captured airmen were sent, and although it's purely fictional, where in Germany was Stalag 13? What was the nearest town they frequented? Was it Heidelberg, Hammelburg, Dusseldorf, or Hamburg?
So on the TV show, whenever they would go into town,
they would go into the pub.
Yeah, because prisoners of war often went into the pub.
I think it was Hamburg.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Okay. You're going to say Hamburg?
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to say Heidelberg. For some reason that sticks in my mind. I don't know why.
It was Hammelburg.
Hammelburg. Is that even a real city?
I do not believe
Stump the Stumper.
Sorry.
I don't know if I've never heard of Hammelburg.
Yeah, but it could be. All right.
Yes.
So clean sweep.
0 for 1.
0 for 1.
Clean sweep, 0 for 1. All right. So the actors who played the 4 major German roles. So Werner Klemperer was Klink. John Banner was Schultz. Leon Askin was General Burkhalter. And Howard Kane was Major Hochstetter. They all have something. They all have something in common. Were they all trained musicians? Are they all Jewish? Were they all prisoners of war? Or did they all win Emmys for their roles?
That's a good question.
Well, we know it wasn't the Emmys.
Oh, they are
okay.
He's got some of them won.
All right. Okay.
Uh-oh. Well,
Some of them won, but did they all?
Yeah. I'm going to say they're all Jewish. I think that was the ironic.
Wouldn't that
the
be
irony?
ironic?
Yeah. I'm going to say they're all Jewish.
All right, because I was thinking that, but I'll go. They were all accomplished musicians. You know, Klink on the flute.
Colonel Klink's father was a conductor in the German orchestra and all that. They were all Jewish.
Oh,
Wow.
Okay.
Good job.
All right.
And Werner Klempler used to say, if I'm portraying anything where the Germans are portrayed good, I will cease this role.
Sure. So he played an idiot.
Yes.
So perfectly.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes. And only Howard Kane, who played Hochstetter, was actually an American. So the others all emigrated here.
Interesting.
Ivan Dixon,
Yes.
Staff Sergeant James Kinchlow. So
Yes.
the man responsible for all the electronic. Yep.
Yeah.
All the electronic communications was done by Ivan Dixon. His character was from Detroit. Him being cast as an African American actor was an absolute positive in the 60s for television.
Of course.
But he was only on for 5 seasons. He left for the last season. What was the name of the character who replaced him?
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, was it
Cousin
and
Oliver?
I'll even
I think I know this one.
Okay.
Give us a choice.
All right. Okay. All right.
okay,
Cousin
was
Oliver.
it? Sorry, it'll never be Cousin Oliver.
Okay.
Was it Sergeant Richard Baker, Sergeant John Washington, Sergeant Robert Kincaid, or Sergeant Harold Miller? Baker, Washington, Kincaid, or Miller? I'll even,
now
get-
none of
I'll
those
even
are
take
ringing.
the
I
actor.
remember that there was a replacement, but I can't for the life of me recall.
Gosh, I thought it was that Carter. Wasn't there a guy named Carter?
Oh, Carter was on.
He was on more than the one
Yeah,
season.
he was the guy that had the
No.
flappy hat.
Yeah, and he was kind of
Larry-
dorky.
Yeah.
Kind of
Larry
goofy.
Hovis.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Wow.
a good name of the past.
All right,
All right.
so you got Miller, Washington.
I got Richard Baker,
All right.
John Washington, Robert Kincaid, or Harold Miller.
Okay.
Robert Kincaid. He was a painter, wasn't he?
It's Thomas Kincaid. All right. Do you want
And
me
it
to go?
wasn't
or
Reuben.
do you
Go
want-
ahead.
Since you don't know. I'm going to say it was John Washington.
You going Washington?
Yeah.
I'll go Baker.
All righty. With the death of Robert Cleary last year, Kenneth Washington, who played Sergeant Richard Baker, is the only surviving cast member.
Okay.
Wow.
So you're right.
Yeah.
You
I
picked
was
Baker.
right.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right.
We're tied up.
All right. One of these actors was recycled, having played more than one character on the show. Which character played other named roles? Did you see Major Hochstetter in a different role, General Bullcoulter, Fraulein Hilda, or Fraulein Helga?
Hey now. What's wrong with me? Do you want me to
go ahead.
I think it was Fraulein Helga. I don't know. I'm just
I'll
guessing.
go Fraulein Hilda, who played Fraulein Helga.
Hey now.
Actually, Fraulein Helga was only on the first season. She was replaced by Fraulein Hilda, who actually in real life became Bob Crane's wife. Major Hochstetter. He
played
came to
another
camp as he played Major Keitel and a Gestapo Colonel Feldkamp.
Huh?
And then they morphed him into Major Hochstetter.
Well.
Think who's the son?
Okay.
All right.
All right.
We are tied
All right.
1-1. Okay.
I'm assuming you have a
Hogan's
tiebreaker.
Heroes, I got a tiebreaker. Hogan's Heroes ran from 65 to 71. 6 seasons.
Really that long? Okay.
How many shows were there?
Oh.
I give you a range from 120 to 180.
Six.
180,
I'm going to say 143.
Go 143.
I have no idea.
I'm going to go 144 because I think they did more than that.
All right, their showcase showdown.
168.
All right, good job.
All right,
right.
a fun topic, and we didn't get into the Bob Crane sex
Yeah,
scandal.
let's not.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, apparently we now
The
And
grandchild
I
is
will
near.
give only a little hint. Next week, the tiebreaker ends with the value of a lunchbox.
Oh,
The value of a lunchbox.
we have lunch boxes.
Yeah, we do.
You do. Are they valuable?
Well, we'll find out next week.
That's right. All right, Jeff. Once again, well done. JD's Throwback Trivia. Hogan's Heroes this week. A lot of fun. I kind of forgot
All right.
about that show. But
Thanks,
we
guys.
appreciate it. Take care.
You bet.
All right,
All right.
Jeff. Grandpa Jeff. Grandpa JD and
Yeah.
his Throwback
Grandpa
Trivia.
JD. All right.
All right. It's time for today's Jorbit, of course, show sponsor, Jordan Genso.
That's right.
Official
With the
Gigo Realtor.
Genso team.
Yeah.
Of course, he's now the show sponsor here on Mike and John Got It Going On. And each week, we find out, or each day, I should say, we find out a little bit something extra about Jordan.
You mean other than he's a community servant and community realtor with over 15 years of real estate experience here in the industry? Here
We
in
all
Austin
knew
County?
that.
Head of the Genso team.
Yeah, I mean, that's all a given.
Shares local
What
knowledge,
You maybe
experience.
don't know.
Do tell.
Jordan graduated from the University of Michigan's Ross School of Business with a bachelor's degree in 2007. And he has found that business education to be an important foundation for his real estate career. He takes extreme pride in marketing his listings with high-quality remarks that grab attention and make a great first impression, which he learned at the Ross School of Business. That's the first thing they said.
They came up with curb appeal. Didn't they?
I don't think.
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a Mike bit.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. So there you go. So Ross School of Business graduate Jordan Genso with the Genso team. Of course, that's today's Jor bit.
That's right.
Should I give him a little hint about tomorrow's Jor bit?
Ooh, a Jorbit tease coming up tomorrow on Jorbits.
I don't know.
Way to sell it. That's not what you learn at the Ross School of Business at U of M. If you need a realtor with experience serving here in Livingston County, give Jordan a call, 248-444-9777.
All right.
444-9777. Or you can find him on Facebook, Jordan Genso, Community Servant, Community Realtor. We appreciate Jordan being a part of the show and learning a little bit more about Jordan each and every day with our Jorbits.
Yeah, I didn't want to ruin tomorrow's Jor bit.
Yeah,
you know,
want-
because
don't just
I would have
spoil
just spilled it. Yeah, no, we don't want that.
We do not want that.
No. So.
All right, so thanks to Jordan. 2 cent history today. It is it's cherry pie. That was yesterday, wasn't it? Cherry pie day.
I thought it was.
Yeah, that was. How did
Are
I
you
get
reading?
yesterday's?
Are you reading yesterday's?
I got to get yesterday.
What the hell?
That's history from yesterday.
Yeah, all right. Your 2 cent history lesson, of course, brought to you by Oakland Insurance, our good friend Drew Goebel with Oakland Insurance and Michigan-based Frankenmuth Insurance.
That's right. Today's National Sticky Bun Day. Kind of falls in
Well,
coordinating with Paczki Day or Fat Tuesday.
right. And, you know,
It's
if anyone knows about
Shrove-
sticky buns, it's Drew.
That's right. Shrove Tuesday, part of Mardi Gras. Do you know what shroves are? What's a shrove?
I don't.
It's a,
I
don't either. But I think
I'm
we
going to
should
look
get
it
the
up and then I'm
team
going to be
on
like,
that.
oh, yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
But I didn't.
Shrove Tuesday, part of Mardi Gras. On this day in 1842, John J. Greenough, or Grinnell, patented the sewing machine. It was not a singer.
No.
It was a Greenough. Is that a Greenough? Double stitch, double time. 1855.
Shrove, by the way, is for a priest to hear a confession or assign penance to somebody.
Clean up your act before.
Yeah, so
before
Shrove
Lent
Tuesday
begins.
is like, get it all out.
Yep. Let it all out.
Eat the donut. Confess your sins.
And be good for 40
All right.
days
Yeah.
before Easter. All right. 1855, the Washington Monument was officially dedicated where, John?
Idaho?
In Washington.
Oh, there you go.
Otherwise, it had been the Idaho Monument.
Well, yeah, no one's going to go to Idaho for that.
It was on this day in 1878 the first telephone book was issued. It was in New Harbor, Connecticut,
Was it like one page?
and contained 50 names.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah.
It was one page.
It was a small book. And then it got bigger.
Just a piece of paper.
little page.
Here.
Well, it was only 1878. How many people
right,
had their
right.
phones?
You had 50. You had 50 names. Just
What
go.
was that number? Yeah.
Mabel, 47, please. Thanks. I assumed it's Mabel.
Yeah, you did.
I mean,
It was.
I just don't imagine the operator in 1878 was Raquel.
Gertrude?
Ginger?
Gertie. Dr. Harvey Cushing, 1902, America's first brain surgeon, performed the first brain operation.
Well, thank God. I mean,
Huh?
you don't want somebody who's not a brain surgeon doing the first one, right? Yeah.
It doesn't really say if it was successful or not.
Well,
but surgery was done.
he
by
did
Dr.
the surgery.
It was the first, and he was America's first brain surgeon.
Yeah. Walks out of the operating room. Well, I got that out of the way.
And then he
Always
went
got to
back,
be a first.
went back to work at the local diner.
Just-
He was a dishwasher.
Wipes his hands off on his apron. Gets back by the grill.
What do you have?
That's not nice.
Edwin Land, in 1947, demonstrated the Polaroid land camera to the Optical Society of America,
Oh, that must have been a hell of a convention.
the OSA.
Oh, my God. Those people party.
It was the first camera to take, develop, and print a picture on photo paper, all in 60 seconds.
Magic.
We don't have the patience for that now.
No,
60 seconds.
we really
Come on.
We really don't.
No. The old Polaroid. Remember, you could have that thing just come out of the camera.
It's funny
wait for
because
Shake it a little bit.
a few years ago when my kids were younger, I remember we went to a party or somewhere and somebody had some Polaroid cameras.
Yeah, those were.
And my kids thought they thought it was a brand new invention. You know, it was amazing. I'm like, really? This is
did
old.
have a little resurgence.
This is old tech, you know.
Yeah.
But it was new to them.
1977. Fleetwood Mac released their album Rumors. Fan favorite on Columbia House.
Well, yeah.
Sold more than 15 million copies worldwide and spent 31 weeks at number 1 on the U.S. charts. Nick Fleetwood like that.
Right.
Stevie Nicks.
And
Go ahead,
all
Seth.
based on the various breakups and affairs they were each having with each other simultaneously or right after each other. And,
Yeah.
You
Well,
know.
it depended on the party they were
You
in.
know, well, you've totally screwed me over and I hate you, but man, this is great song stuff. Why they're typing.
Hey, McVie, get over here.
Typing. Just see.
Nick on the typewriter.
Ding.
Like it's the beginning of a Murder, She Wrote episode. Sex she had. Thing. All right.
Okay, so I apologize.
Now here you go again. Okay. 1995, American Steve Fawcett became the first solo pilot to cross the Pacific Ocean via balloon.
Oh.
Up, and away, Steve went. And that is your 2-cent history lesson.
In your beautiful balloon.
Brought to you by Oakland Insurance.
Yeah.
Call Drew Goebel today for all your insurance needs, whether it's business, home, auto. Drew can take care of you. Drew Goebel of Oakland Insurance and Michigan-based Frankenbooth Insurance provide the peace of mind you need. Oakland Insurance, they believe the best relationships are open, upfront, and honest, not to mention fair. Give them a call today at 248-647-2500. Drew Goebel of Oakland Insurance. We appreciate you sponsoring the 2-cent history lesson. Coming up a little bit later on this week, we will be giving you a chance to win a couple of times in trivia. Tonight, of course, Tuesday night trivia.
Right.
We'll give you a shot at a gift certificate from Murphy's Family Auto.
Okay.
$50 gift certificate. Congratulations, Pam. She was the last winner of one of those in tonight's question. You can turn to Murphy's Family Auto for all your auto repairs and needs.
So, Pam.
Yeah. Let's not
stand
hoard.
down.
Don't be a hoarder.
Stand down from tonight's trivia, okay?
We appreciate the enthusiasm.
Oh, absolutely.
Don't be a hoarder of the
But yeah,
prizes.
we don't want you to walk into Murphy's and say, you owe me a car.
You earn enough of them, you never know. Murphy's Family Auto since 2011. It's been specializing in car and truck care, including engine repair, transmission work, electronic services, heating and cooling issues, brakes, the whole shebang. Call them today, 517-552-3040. They're open on Saturdays from 8 to 1. We'll give you a chance to win a gift certificate from Murphy's in tonight's Tuesday night trivia.
And, of course, the answer to Monday night trivia
Yes.
was take a selfie
right.
in your car. We do this most on the weekends.
Don't do it while the car's
No,
moving.
no. But we
Unless
took
you're not the driver.
well,
then
yeah.
you can do
We
that.
took a selfie earlier in the show,
Yes, we did.
and it
We
finally
weren't
developed. I got it back from the photo mat.
Okay.
And, just here it is. That's our selfie.
That's ourselves.
That's Susan. Okay.
All right. That's today's show.
I just wanted to,
Enjoy Fat Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow.
have a little closure there.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
See you tomorrow.
Close it up.
You've been giggling with Mike and John. Tune in next time and giggle on.